It is time to talk about the next round of the Lost Art promotion and what we can actually be seeing out of this, because this changes the game. We could be getting Maji Maji Magician Girl in a similar fashion to supporting your OTS store here in the near future, because we've opened up the door to some new endless possibilities. So we are now including an artwork by Kazuki Takahashi himself, the Dark Magician Girl. So the following information is for the EU, all right? If the US has different rules, we will bring those up. So remember, this is EU only right now, but typically the US follows these rules. So first off, releases are going to be accelerated from once a month to once every 2 weeks. That's an interesting thing, Europe, but okay. And releases are planned to be regular and consistent over the next several months for break periods. Okay, so we're going to be seeing a consistency increase here. 7 of the 12 new cards are as follows. Also be aware, these cards won't be in the same order everywhere. Some stores might get Dark Magician Girl and Tragedy and vice versa, which is very interesting release to this here. So we're getting Tragedy, the interesting Ghost Bell art. I like how we're getting the original art for Ghost Bell after we release it in mass to the stores. Harpy Channeler, Dark Magician Girl, Harpy Queen, the Harpy Mirrors, and the little disappointing Fright Fur. It's interesting. So now, once we come on over here for this, I do want to say that you guys, I need to make a video talking about the new Harpy Synchro and things. We don't have a confirmed effect for it just yet, but looking at the way that this is going to be here, it definitely looks like we're going to be seeing more of that pushback for those new arts in the near future, because we get what? The new Harpy support in November? It would be, if not, actually might be earlier, because that is a side set over there. So remember they talked about that these would be every 2 weeks. They're going to be more flexible with these, and okay, so you might see card 20 before you see card 19 in your store, or card 23 before card 17. So you've got this whole influx of rapid change for this. I'm going to be curious to see if America is going to follow suit with this. So what does this new Lost Art promotion mean for you as a player, and things with the Foolish Barrel, the Gustav Max, things like that? Well, first up, this whole Lost Art promotion here, this has been an excellent means to get out some of the coolest looking art to the community. And I can almost tell you without any doubt in my mind, those cards, the waifu cards, this Dark Magician Girl is going to be worth money later on in its life. Same thing, I'm still saying this with the Exodia Lost Art pieces and things in the near future. These will go up, especially when you're releasing Kazuki Takahashi's personal art for the Dark Magician Girl here, for the collector's side. You can bet your butt that this is going to be the case. I think the Harpies here, pushing on out, is just a very nice contribution for the future Harpy support I talked about at the beginning of this video. With the future release of the Synchro here, it means that they're giving the community something that they've wanted, and it's the more elusive Harpy. Also, the fact that these 3 will have the foiling that we've typically have seen with these things, I'm excited for that. Nobody really cares about Tragedy, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's really cool that we get the guillotine art, but for the most part, And the fact that we're getting the Ghost Wood now, not in Secret Rare, but in the Ultra Rare foiling for this, for the alternate art, I'm okay with as well, but it doesn't seem all that worthwhile to me in the long run. I guess I'll pick up a playset, but it is what it is. I do think that the Fright for Leo, everybody's also dogging on Leo. They're like, why are we getting Leo out of all of these particular ones? Like, it hasn't been that good. But the Dark Magician Girl and the Harpies are going to be very worthwhile pickups, and I'm definitely excited for this. For those of you that love playing Harpies and stuff, they don't have to reprint them into a set for us to be able to play these. So get your Dark Magician Girls, You get your Harpy Queens and stuff over on the European side of the market. I'm sure later on when things stabilize here, we'll get this as well, and we'll be back with an update for that so that you guys will be in the loop for when we get this. Man, but the Dark Magician, could you imagine if the TCG over here in America did a totally different line of these cards? But every 2 weeks, by the way, for these. I wonder if that is so the fact that they're accelerating this, is this their way to help out stores in this dark time? Because by releasing more Lost Art cards over here, it would get more players to want to go to their locals and pick up more product, especially during the whole crush card thing going on right now. So I could see that being a good thing. Now, it is time we have to bring in the market to this here, because I always have to talk about when we do Lost Art, we always have to bring up, well, is it worth it? Now, competitive versus collectability is always going to be a big thing when it comes to these Lost Art cards. And as you see the Dark Magician Girl, she's not really playable, but she'll be a collector's card. So playability here, the Monster Reborn Lost Art still has been holding that $20 price tag for the longest time. And when I look at Lost Art cards, I see Dark Magician, one, collectability and playability both intertwined together. You push for a relatively large price tag like the Monster Reborn here to push through and gain that value that the player base has come to know and love. Now, then you get into the different benchmark here, where you see something like Skill Drain. The only other ultra printing for this card to exist is this. So we're pushing that price tag at about 15. Keep in mind that these did eventually go, these were 20 at one point. They have definitely gone back down from their previous price point, which is very nice, but keep in mind that this is still the only other alternative printing to this outside of the Turbo Ultra. Now, this is probably where we'll start to see the Dark Magician Girl settle for. We originally saw the Dark Magician Girl being released now with the alternate. I have a feeling that she'll come in about the $7 to $11 mark. I know it's a relatively big price gap for things, but when you look at something like the Exodia head here, you see that price tag of just for near mint coming on in. It's decently priced. I could see the Dark Magician Girl following suit here. Left arm coming in at $6.50, about $8 actually. Forgot shipping exists. Solemn Judgments, another one of those playable cards, coming in about the $8 mark. You start getting on into the Exodia limbs here. You start to see these pushing about anywhere from $5 to $7, depending on the limb. And I mean, that's not amazing, but it is still something. Then you start kind of getting on into the okay playable part, but not really okay playable part. You see $5 here in Call the Haunted, which isn't amazing. The last limb is like $4. Now, Edge of Sabers, being a more playable version of things, I don't think that the Fright for Leo will really be all that much in the grand scheme of things, because some builds don't even play it. Ring, $3, $3 on the Skill Drain or on the Soul Drain. You get into more casual things here. The Super Rejuves at $2s. You hit the Dark Ruler at $, and then 48 cents on the Lesser Fiend. Lesser Fiend was a complete failure, unfortunately. So in the long run here, projected values, at least in my opinion, for the beginning of this, you're going to see maybe $2 max on the Leo. The Alluring Succubus Mirror, you'll probably see a little bit greater of a value on the Mirror split, just because we don't know what the new Harpy stuff is going to do. There might be some interaction with this. Could be pushing 2 to 3 on this. Probably going to be pushing 4 and 4 on both Harpy cards for the Queen and this. There's no reason that we won't. You'll probably see 4 on the Ghost Sister, because she is one of the cards everybody knows and loves. Tragedy will be probably as bad as Lesser Fiend. I don't foresee any reason for Tragedy to have any other value. And I guarantee you the clear winner out of this whole batch is the Dark Magician Girl, hot up front here, ready to go with that OG Kazuki Takahashi art. So, but what do you guys think about the new Lost Art? Is this something that you want? Is this a good step in the right direction for us getting more unedited cards outside of Japan? No, I like the fact that they do censor cards, and then they give us the chance to get them in another means. Definitely a very interesting approach as of late. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel for more. We're on the road to 80K, and I expect to get there soon. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.